What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got the Cleveland Browns off season for year number 2. That's right, baby. We're kicking off year number 2 with the off season. We didn't make a penny last year, okay? We are in the red, man. 150K is not as bad as the Cardinals. We had a down year. I was cutting prices, okay? I was cutting them things. This year should be different. Now, of course, we'll be trying to trade Kellen Winslow. That will be the main thing that we do in this offseason. Of course, we do have the draft. We'll be trying to sign some big-name guys, possibly, depending on how things go. So, Bill Belichick, he has decided to retire. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm done. I did everything I need to do. Clearly, I think EA Sports is like, well, we can't use his name, so let's just have him retire. You know what I mean? And that's basically what they did. Anyways, man, at the end of the day, we got to make some money, so we got to sign some people. We got to generate some income to get some butts in the seats, and we might need to relocate. Okay, I'm not going to relocate the Cleveland Browns, but we do need to generate some income, so we will be looking to rename the stadium. Right now, it's Cleveland Browns Stadium. And I try to finesse the game just a little bit. We call it Pioneer Players Stadium. Then we would get $2.5 million every time that we make the playoffs or finish with at least 8 wins. That seems doable. The RILA, they are looking for a Super Bowl berth. Every time that I believe is make the Super Bowl, we get $20 million. And within the next 4 years, who knows if that's going to happen. So I'm going to just go with Pioneer Players Stadium. I think that would be a cool name. So that's what we're going to go with. However, we can't officially change the name for like 4 years. You must wait 4 years for your current deal to expire before renaming your stadium. So I did all that for nada. Not a darn thing, man. So here we go. The retired players. Most of them are fullbacks, as you can see. The top 5 players are fullbacks. Man, I love fullbacks, man. 90s football, early 2000 football with the full. I mean, I love me a fullback. Put me in the I formation all day long. Hit him with the play fake. Go deep down the field with it, or just run that thing. got. So the Bus, he is going to retire, man. Imagine Jerome the Bus Bettis on your flag football team. Ooh, that Geico commercial cracks me up every time I see it. Hey, man, I got your flag. I'm sorry. Anyways, man, but the real question is, even though Junior Seau, he did retire, the real question is, how many guys from the Cleveland Browns retired? Because we did sign a old player, so to speak, who was a free agent last year. He might have decided to retire, like my boy Deion Primetime Sanders. And Tyrone Wheatley has decided to officially retire. He finishes as a 79 overall tailback at the age of 34. Boyer, he is also up out of here as a middle linebacker. So, time to sign our guys back. So, Trunk Candidate, he's holding out, and he should hold out. He ain't making not a darn thing, and he was one of the best running backs last year. He was the best guy on our offense, most consistent guy on our offense. Braylon Edwards could have had that title. He did win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but when Phillip Rivers went down with the injury, it was all bad. So I'm going to just show you guys who I'm re-signing and so on and so forth, and I'm going to talk about Kellen Winslow just a little bit. We will be letting him go no matter what. I'm going to let you know, though, there was not a strong market for him, all right? There were a bunch of tight ends already signed on teams around the same overall as Kellen Winslow, which is around 85 overall. That is what he is at. Now, again, no matter what, we are going to be letting him go. However, I would like to get something back in return. It might not be the shiniest toy back in return, even though this cat at this time is still young and, of course, still had a bunch of potential in the world. A lot of people thought that he was going to be a great tight end in the NFL. All right, so we are going to be looking to replace him. All right, that's the plan. That is the plan. Now, I do sign Fowler back. I do sign Big Melvin. I do sign him back, even though he's not our starting center, just in case something happens to one of our old linemen. At 81 overall, I feel like he could replace a guard fairly easily, if need be, even replace a left tackle, right tackle if need be. We also bring back Taylor. So both of our inside linebackers from last year re-signed. Russell is not going to be our starting free safety. He has 1 year left on his contract. I do not want to sign a first-round pick, especially not in the top 10, because our cap situation isn't the best, and we're running out of money here in Cleveland. So Antonio Gates' Antonio Gates' contract is pretty favorable at just $21 million. You can see that Kellen Winslow is going to be making more over 4 years. Gates, 3 years, $11 million. I'll gladly take that. 97 overall. He is the best tight end in this game. We still haven't traded Kellen Winslow because he does have a $12 million cap hit when we let him go. That sucks, and we had to sign some draft picks, so I wanted just to wait. But again, no matter what, we're going to be letting go of Kellen Winslow. We got Antonio Gates to go with Braylon Edwards and to go with our boy Phillip Rivers. I still don't know what this team is on offense. On defense, we are a 3-4 stop-the-run type of team, and I think that getting a big nose tackle with Rodgers is the right move. He's about 6'3", I believe, 313 or 6'6", 313. He's a big boy, and I was hoping that he would be there. I did scout him. I was hoping that he would be there in the second round, and he was, so I gobbled him up. All right. So, round number 4. Pick number 1, we are looking to get a cornerback. Ty Law, he has already regressed just a little bit. I mean, he went from 99 to like 98. But that was at the end of last season. We haven't even started preseason. After the preseason, people either go up or down when it comes to their overall. So I'm thinking he might go down again. So I want to get a cornerback. My boy, Wolford. Yeah, second round, I could go with him. I'm not going to go with him. I'm going to go with Wells because Wells, even though he's not a cornerback, he's a huge safety that runs a 4.2. Now, again, this might not be the most accurate scouting report, but I figured let me get him and then come back and get Wolford. So that's what I did, as you can see. And Wolford, he's actually going to be faster than Wells when we check out the speed and so on and so forth. Even though it said that Wells runs a 4.2, his speed is only at 89. So there you have it there. So available guys, we got kicker, left tackle. Also got this right outside linebacker. 6'2", 251, kind of fits the mode of a left outside linebacker, right outside linebacker in a 3-4. So we're going to pick up more right there, as you can see. So I'm liking our draft so far. We're focusing mainly on the defense side of the ball. Again, I don't know what our offense is. I think in my Miami Dolphins franchise, that offense is run the ball. We got Ricky Williams. We got Lawrence. I think that's run the ball, take a shot deep with our boy, what's his name? What the heck is his name? Take a shot with our boy, Wendell Williams, and that's the way it's going to work there. And then with my Falcons franchise, that's predicated on what Mike Vick can do for us. And of course, putting the right pieces around Mike Vick that hopefully one day win us a Super Bowl. So we did pick up Eubanks right there. Here we go with Gonzalez, middle linebacker. Not really a need, but I would like to have 3 middle linebackers on the roster because we do run a 3-4. We have 2 on the field basically at all times. One of them is going to get banged up at some point, the odds would say. We're also going to pick up a punter here in the 7th round. So as far as the Browns offense is concerned, I don't know our true identity. Of course, we're going to run the ball heavy. It's the right division for it. We have the right players for it. But we also have Phillip Rivers, who can blossom into something special as he has in real life. We also have Braylon Edwards, who can blossom into something really, really special. We just picked up Antonio Gates. Northcutt, his speed is at 95. We also have Davis, his speed is at 95. So I really don't know the true identity of our offense, but I think we will find it out this season. All right, so now we're signing our draft picks. Rodgers, 79 overall D tackle. He was the 41st pick. Wells, 97. He was 97th pick. He is 76 overall. He has 89 speed. Like I said, I like our draft picks. Wolford, if he does not start at cornerback, will probably be a punt returner / kick returner. He has speed for days. I believe he's the fastest guy on the team right now. Moore, he is going to have a chance to start for us at outside linebacker in our 3-4 scheme, even though he most likely will not be the highest overall guy at that position. I like what these guys can do for me in the 3-4 scheme. I feel like it's a lot easier to get pressure on the quarterback in this game than it is in the 4-3, and I think with the right blitzes, it's easy to stop the run as well. That's what I'm hoping. So Gonzalez, he was a guy that I really just took a chance on. Again, really didn't need him. At the end of the day, not the highest overall. We also signed our punter. He's not the highest overall either. He's a punter. Who cares? Let's move on. Off-season signings. T.O. is now playing for those San Diego Chargers. The Baltimore Ravens now have LeVar Arrington, Ray Lewis, LeVar Arrington, Terrell Suggs, and Ed Reed. That is a scary defense if you had to ask me. Sebastian Janikowski is now playing for those Dallas Cowboys. Big Bubba Frank stays with those Packers, and then so on and so forth. I was thinking about picking up another running back because Tyrone Wheatley did retire. It was going to be Chester Taylor, but because at the time I have not gotten rid of our boy Kellen Winslow just yet, I did not know how much cap space we would have, so I did not get Chester Taylor. He ended up signing with those New England Patriots. This is the best trade that I could get for Kellen Winslow. I was a little bit disappointed because I thought that we could get something a little bit more. But the best I can do is a 4th, a 5th. I tried to get a 6th from the Cardinals. They're like, so I'm going to take that 7th round pick off of their hands. So going into next year's draft, we will have 10 draft picks that we can fool around with. We might look to package them with a trade or actually draft 10 guys. Who knows what's going to happen. But this will be the trade. Goodbye, Kellen Winslow. All right. So we will end up signing Willie Parker. He's 25 years old. He has 91 overall speed. He's not going to be our starter, but we are going to sign him. We also picked up a couple of more offensive linemen and a free safety, because technically we only have one free safety on the roster, which is Wells. So I ended up signing another one just to make the roster be complete. My boy Rogers, he did not get any points. It was due to that funny animation at the end. I was hoping to get him a little something. He's going to stay at the overall that we drafted him at. So far, players do progress or regress after the preseason, so we will get into that in a little bit more. Right here, again, I would like him to start on opposite side of Lang, so I'm hoping that he could take Thompson's job. If he can't, then he can't. If he does, then that would be great, because I like this rookie. He's a good tackler. Every time he hits Jones, Jones is going backwards, except for right there. But all the other times, Jones is going backwards, you know what I mean? So I would like to have this team look how I want it to look, play how I want it to play, and I think having my players is going to help that along. Even though Thompson, he didn't play bad for us last year, he's not the impact outside linebacker that I want in this 3-4 scheme alongside Lang. That boy Lang last year had an incredible season. It might just be because we're playing in that 3-4 scheme. It's easier for that outside linebacker to just get to that quarterback. But he was hunting and he was getting the job done. So Poole, again, they drafted him as a strong safety. I think he fits better as a free safety. He has good speed, not the greatest tackler, and that's why he's not going to be a strong safety. I think he fits well as a free safety. Now, I will edit all these guys. I don't believe Poole wore that face mask. I think I remember what face mask he did wear for the Cleveland Browns. Of course, Wells, he wears 32. He would not be wearing 32. Not for this team. All right? I usually don't really care about retired numbers, but for this team, you ain't going to be wearing 32, and for the Dolphins, you ain't gonna be wearing 13. That's just the way it's gonna be. All right, Eubanks, he's out here catching all kinds of passes. He was dropping a few, so that kind of made me nervous, and it's gonna be easy to see why. He's a fast guy, he's a tall guy, he has all the physical traits, but them hands though. Maybe he wants to put on some gloves. Maybe he's a fan of Tim Brown. Who knows what it is? We're gonna put all 3 points to catching. And then we got the man of the hour, trunk candidate. Again, this dude is special, and I think that the running game might be our best bet. But because we have guys like this team, and I hate to say it because the real life Browns are starting to be compared to like the Cowboys and stuff like that, but I'm just saying, because we have, you know, Braylon on the outside, we have Felipe, and we got Trunk Candidate, we could really win all kinds of ways. We can beat you with the pass, we can beat you with the run. That's why I feel like this team just doesn't have a set identity. I think that everything will go through Trunk Candidate as of right now, and it could move on to going through Phillip Rivers. I like to think of this more like the Steelers back when they had Jerome Bettis. It was run first. Right? You run the ball, even when Big Ben was like a rookie, even though he won like, what, 15 games in the regular season, finally lost like one. yeah, anyways, it was more so run the ball, Ben, don't lose the game for us. Then later on in his career, Ben, you got to win us the game. And so that's why I want to do like close to 10 years with these franchises, just to see how things change, just to see how a team's identity changed. Because one day it could just be focused on the run in Atlanta. And it might be that way coming up soon in these videos I got for y'all later on. I'm just saying. So our big tackle Rodgers, he improved a little bit. Lang, he improved a little bit out as well. Our boy Davis, he stayed the same. Taylor, he improved a little bit, went from 84 to 85. Gonzalez went down already. That is not a good look, but hey, I wasn't expecting too much. Thompson and Moore, they all stayed the same. Our boy Wolford, he went down as far as his awareness. That's not a good look either. I don't know how you lose awareness your first like week of preseason football. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, all right? So Poole, he went up 2 points. So now he's 84 overall as a strong safety. Might get a little bit of boost going to the free safety spot. So technically, Reuben Jones, he won the running back competition, the position battle. I don't care. Trunk candidate, he is going to be that dude. Reuben Jones, he's going to be more of our short yardage back, and we're going to try to sprinkle in Willie Parker from here from time to time, basically, if I feel like it is needed. All right. So Moore, he actually won the outside linebacker job over our boy Thompson, so he's going to start. I was probably going to start him regardless of the outcome, but the outcome just gives me more incentive to start him. So the Bengals, the Raiders, the Saints, the Ravens, and then the Titans all first 5 games. 4 out of the first 5 games are at home. Then Atlanta, we have a bye. The Steelers, the Chargers, the Bengals, and the Broncos are on the road. 5 straight road games. That week right there, though, that stretch of games right there, I should say, could make or break our season. Then we are back at home versus Steelers, on the road versus Dolphins, at the Ravens. Then we finish up with the Bucks, the Panthers, and the Chiefs all at home. But again, this stretch of games right here, Broncos week 11, Bengals week 10, 9 Chargers, 8 Steelers that bye for week 7, and at the Falcons at week 6. So week 6 through 11, we are on the road all the time. We gotta handle business. If we don't handle business, it could be a rough year, man. It could be a really, really rough year. But that is going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. Season 2 is underway, baby. Season 2 is underway. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. I'm gone. Peace, love. Hot sauce.